Good morning, dear hearts. We're at lesson 135, identified as another giant stride in the workbook. Okay, and today's lesson is if I defend myself, I am attacked. Now, as I've said before, many of the lessons are reworkings and rewordings of previous lessons. This lesson is very much in agreement and a continuation of lesson 76, I am under no laws but God's, because a lot of the ideas that are discussed in today's lesson, we've already been presented with them. And there's also one other lesson that is in commonality with it, which I'll remember later. Anyway. So what is this lesson about? If I defend myself, I'm attacked. What am I defending? I am always defending the body and my separated mind. This lesson is about my separated mind. My separated mind believes it needs to be defended. My separated mind is unhealed. And in the state of being unhealed, it is looking for ways to keep it safe. The body is the home of the ego, and that is what the ego's main focus is, to defend the body, because the body is seen as being very frail and open to any kind of assault and attack. So I must defend it, but because I'm believing I have to defend it, I'm also believing that I can actually be attacked. All right? The healed mind, that part of our mind that is not believing in separation, that part of our mind knows that nothing will come to harm us in any way as long as I stay in trust, I'm going to mention that a few times, and believe that I am part of the wholeness of the one whole mind, God's mind. Because this lesson is talking about the mind, and it says, it is your mind which gave the body all the functions that you see in it, and it set its value far beyond a little pile of dust and water. And who would make defense of something that he recognized as this? It also tells us that a healed mind, that whole mind, part of our mind, does not plan, does not try to mold the future, mold events into something, because it knows it can't. All right. Even though the healed mind would be in alignment with God's mind, and the healed mind actually can see the consequences and the repercussions of any decision, it also knows it gets to step back and let God lead the way. In lesson 42, there is a line in that lesson that says, you cannot but be in the right place at the right time. If I believe that, I have no need to plan, because I know I will always be placed where I need to be when I need to be there. And I can go into trust. Trust is the most important characteristic of a teacher of God, and it is when we trust fully and completely, and trust me, that isn't easy. When we can trust fully and completely and not try to make something happen, then it's a huge relief for us. And then there's this beautiful passage in this lesson that says, what could you not accept if you but knew that everything that happens, all events, past, present, and to come, are gently planned by one, capital O, one, whose only purpose is your good. That's when we again step back. That's when we know that I'm being led, and I don't need to plan. I don't need to anticipate. I don't need to try to make something happen. I breathe and I allow. And this lesson is a lot about allowing, okay? And I allow the Holy Spirit to direct me. There's 2 practice periods, 15 minutes each, and it says that we will receive instead of plan. And we go into the practice periods with, if I defend myself, I am attacked. But in my defenselessness, we'll get that later in another lesson. In my defenselessness, I will be strong, and I will learn what my defenses hide. Okay, when I put up defenses to think that I need to try to make something happen, I am putting blocks up to, as the introduction says, the awareness of love's presence. Love's presence is the one whole healed mind. Okay, this is a great lesson. Practice it. It's over 5 minutes, but not a lot. Please share, please subscribe, and please see me here tomorrow, okay, for lesson 136. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.